Can you tell us your name?
Lucy Collatine?
Okay, Lucy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was 26 years old when I died, and I'm not really sure how time works here. I don't know how long I've been dead or how old that makes me now, but it doesn't feel like it's been that long.
What were some of the things you enjoyed doing?
Well, a lot of things. I miss walking through the yard at night, for one, basking in the moon and starlight. The night was always a special time and place, until I can't even say his name.
You mean Terrence. Can you walk us through the events that transpired that night?
It's kind of difficult to remember. I've sort of thrown it into a body of water in the back of my mind and tied a rock to it. At the time, I don't think I ever cared if it would come back again.
Do you think you can try and remember so that others can understand why it had to happen? Lucy, do you need some time?
I cried out for Colin, and when Colin didn't come, I cried out for my mother, for my father, for someone, for anyone. I cried into that empty night, but no one came. And he, a friend to my husband, to me, to our neighbors, gave flight to trustless wings of false desire. He took from me everything and decreed on me a transcendental shame. He shook me from the shell of my body, one that I did not choose, and consumed the sweetest parts of me, and that shell of me void of life, though life still breathed, still had a beating heart. He used it as kindling to set fire to his tarred guilt. After it happened, I kept thinking to myself, no. I am innocent. But still I didn't feel innocent. Even now, the guilt still pierces me, like a dagger that he drove into my chest, and no matter how hard I tried to pry it out, it stays leering at me. I felt that nothing could redeem my chastity except justice, but that even justice would leave me in ruins, so I thought if nothing could save me, then it was nothing that I had to become.
Did you feel this way because you blamed yourself for what happened?
Even now I struggle with blame. When it was all over, I felt dirty. Like he'd left a stain on me that everyone would be able to see, no matter how hard I tried to hide it. He was free from the sin because no one would be able to tell what he did unless I told them his name. But my chastity was taken away, a stain left on me.
Why do you think he did it?
Hate. Enforced hate. That's what he called it.
Hate for what, do you think?
For what Colin had. Me, a thing to be marred. To be enjoyed as if I were a delicacy. An expensive meal.
Do you think you could ever forgive him?
Him? I don't think I ever thought about forgiving him. Even now I don't think about it. What I think about is myself, and whether or not I can find a way to forgive myself for what happened.
Why do you feel you need to forgive yourself?
Everyone wondered that too, saying, your body's stained, your mind unstained clears, but I didn't believe them. I couldn't understand why. But as soon as it was over, the guilt was there and it wouldn't go away. It didn't matter that because my mind was pure, the stain on my body would go away. I couldn't accept the excuse for myself. Even if others tried to help me find one, all I could think was, no. Somehow, I had to be at fault too. There was no excuse that I could use to justify what had happened.
And what about now? Do you still blame yourself for what happened? Is there any forgiveness to be found?
I think there is. For me at least, not for him. It takes a kind of a courage and time, and it won't come easily, but I do think it's here, in this place.
What's here?
Forgiveness begins to show shades of redemption.